was few meters before the completion of my first race. I felt exhausted. My legs were weak and my body completely drenched in sweat. I was fatigued. I was fatigued to that extent I couldn't even walk, leave alone running. I collapsed on the road with my hands on my knees and just praying that do something, get me up. I was panting profusely. Then something struck me and I woke and I started running towards the finishing point, screaming and pushing myself harder. And that's when I completed my first race. And it was done. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, let me take you to the back the days when I was not like this. It may be truly inconceivable to you, but really I was not like this. I was even fatter. I was even plumpier. So you know, being a fat is almost like a crime in India, and one goes through a lot of bullying as when we grow up. I had nicknames saying elephant, hippo, Dadia, Lumba, Mota, Toru, Pedavane. I know some 4 or 5 languages and I have nicknames in all of them. I didn't know what to do. And some of them were even in abbreviations. They called me EPNT, ever pregnant, never delivered. And one fine day, I decided to get rid of all of them. No, not the people actually. No, not the people. That extra baggage which I was carrying from my teenage days. I had joined gym. I had absolutely nothing. So I joined the gym and joined that elite race to attain a lean physical body. My initial days was like politician Papuji speaking sensibly. It was impossible and difficult. Lethargy was in everyday story. I often come from my gym, tired of a strenuous workout, only to realize that it was more of an out than that of a work. Slowly, steadily, I adapted to this new lifestyle. Treadmills, dumbbells, and yoga mats became my friends. They were my apne. Then, what I did was, in that new routine, I lost around 15 kilos and I was motivated and cheerful as ever. When everything seems falling in place, fate had its own plans. I was injured in a major accident. My neck was broken. It collapsed like this. Whole day I used to walk like this. I couldn't even, if someone asked me, how are you, Sunil? I'm fine. And it was back to the square one. Doctor told me to take 2 months of complete bed rest and 6 to 8 months of absolutely no extracurricular activities, which included gymming, even riding a bike. I was disappointed. In that, due to high dosage of steroids, painkillers, I had again gained 16 kg and I was back to square one. Last year, during the same time, I had clocked around more than 100 kgs on the weighing scale. Weighing scale would have been telling, please come one by one. When I then I was very disappointed. Although I had started my workout routine again, but that motivation was not there. So, with lot of insistence from my colleagues and friends, I had registered for the first 10K run. I was skeptical about how would I complete that run. But then I realized that I had read somewhere regarding the crabs mentality, or you can call bucket of crabs. You can put all those little bodies of crabs in a bucket, and yet they won't escape. It's because it's called when the one little body tries to escape, the other one pulls him down. So I instantly related to that myself. There were a lot of things which tried to pull me down. My injuries, my food habits, those petty people talking behind my back, and my doctor saying not to work out, not to be in this routine any time. So I thought myself, I asked my heart, whether you are ready, boss. He said that it's okay to fail. It's okay sometimes to not have anything, but indeed you will not lose anything. brain slipped into a small slumber code. Failure is not when you fall down, but when you refuse to get up again. I was motivated. I had this new dream, I had this new hope of challenge. I had to cut on a lot of things to attain that again 85 to 90 kgs belt for my first what I had prepared earlier. I had to cut on sugar, binge eating on foods. I had to cut chocolates or any public gatherings, alcohol, and lot of other things. So what I thought was somehow I managed that sternus routine. I had to work, I had to run for about 4 kilometers or every alternate day. And even that 10k became 42k for me. It was like a marathon. I couldn't think that I would be able to achieve that. I was mentally prepared. Then came the race day. I was running with all singing songs and all. Then I collapsed on the road. I collapsed so hard that I couldn't even think what to do at that time. At that moment, I remembered all the efforts that I had put through, all the things which I had been through. I don't know from where that energy came. I had said screaming, yeah! Let me run, and finished to that point. I went and I finished that. When I saw from the finishing line, I said that a lot of people there behind who was yet to complete my race. That day, I did not win any prize, but I felt liberated. I felt good about myself, that what I could think that I couldn't do, I did that on that day. So friends, whenever things go awry, whenever the things doesn't fall in place, just forget everything and rise. Concluding my speech, I would like to tell a few lines. You may write me down in history with your all bitter twisted lies. You may treat me down in this very dirt, but like dust, I still arise. I still arise. I still arise. Oh, to you.